So, Bachelor in Paradise, week whatever. It's the first week of November, so I don't know what week we are on this fucking show. Um, this channel is usually talking about politics and the View, and this is how it all started from Meghan McCain being a moron. But you know what? I have a lot of other things to say. So, well, let's talk about Bachelor in Paradise for just a hot second. Um, this week we saw two women, two get invited on, like, you all get, if you watch Bachelor in Paradise, you get how this show works, right? There's a bunch of people that show up, they live on a beach, and then more people show up, and people couple up, and then they get disrupted, and they couple up, and they get disrupted, and whatever. Lots of crying, lots of insecurity, lots of trying to find a spouse in a couple of weeks on a beach. The whole thing is absurd. But this week, and this happened twice, and this is why it makes me so mad. Some new guy shows up, asks a woman on a date. The woman who has been spending time with some other guy for like a week, and so that's like a committed relationship on the beach, publicly says yes. The new person asks publicly, "Will you go on this date with me?" The woman says, "Yes, I will go on the date with you." Then, before the date happens, the woman has a private conversation with this guy that she's been seeing, and both times they were like, "I want you to tell me not to go." And of course, that's the talking head. That's the thing, inner monologue, and that's going on with them. But what's happening on screen in real time is the guy is saying, "I want you to have the journey that you want to have," whatever, and being supportive of the woman who publicly made a declaration that they wanted to go on a date. Which to me is like what you want from a partner. If, like, go find out if I'm and their hope is it doesn't work out and you come back to me. Like, they're saying, "I'm setting you free because you've obviously made this public declaration you want to do this. Go do it, and let's work it out. Let's see what happens." um and hope that the women are furious privately. They don't say it. They don't actually communicate to the guy that they're talking with, the one that they want to have own them. It's so fucking dumb. Where is your agency? Where is your self-respect? Like, you actually want a partner who says, I demand that you do not act out on your own free will. That's what you're looking for? I mean, I get that self-respect is suspect in general because they're going on this dating show that's on TV on a beach where you're just sort of thrown together with a bunch of people who've already been cast off on a dating show, and everybody's trying to find love. It's all so pathetic. And I know, I can't help it. I try so hard to not watch this franchise at all, but I can't help myself because it's such a train wreck in every incarnation. Um, maybe it does just make me feel better to watch all these dumb people, um, try to find love in these manufactured environments. It's But the most frustrating part about all of it is these guys, most of whom are just meatheads and idiots, so it doesn't matter. But in this particular instance, these guys are actually trying to be like, I'm going to support you in what you want to do, even though it hurts me, and I don't want you to do it. But I'll, I'm gonna, I'm, you know, I don't want to stifle your journey. And the women, without ever having saying one word, are pissed off. Why didn't you fight for me? Why didn't they fight for me? I want a man who makes me feel like I was. Holy shit! Don't you think the guy wants someone who is who is choosing him? And you literally, in front of everyone on the beach, chose somebody else. And now you're asking him? It's bullshit. But, this is all part of the whole fantasy of that people have bought into in general, that you have to be in a relationship. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't have to be in a relationship to be a complete human being, to have a fulfilling life. It's a big fucking lie, and it doesn't matter gay or straight or whatever color you are. The everything tells people, everything, media, culture, everything says you must be in a relationship to have a fulfilling, complete life. And I will tell you, that's a fucking lie. You do not. And if you don't figure your own shit out first, you're never going to have a successful relationship, because you're always going to be looking to the other person to somehow satisfy some part of you that you haven't figured out. So go to therapy, get your work done, figure yourself out. And if someone comes along who just was like, oh, I get along with this, then go for it. But seeking out a wife or a husband for the fact that you want a wife or a husband or to be in a relationship is fucking dumb. Maybe, I don't know, maybe that's why I watch these dumb shows, because I just it just reaffirms for me that. Anyway, get your shit together, women. And everybody, learn how to communicate what you want. Just clearly. Just clearly. If someone doesn't accept the thing that you have to say, maybe they're not the right person. And if they're not ready to, then they're not ready to be in the relationship. I just don't think this is a difficult equation. And this program it's just infuriating and also hilarious, because everyone is a nightmare on it. But, apparently, because I can't stop watching, I'm a part of the Bachelor Nation. And I am also a bachelor. Happily, successfully, and by choice.